Hey guys, welcome back to Flint Eastwood's Armory again. Today we're going to go over equipment and materials that you're going to need to set yourself up for reloading. But not only set yourself up for reloading, to set yourself up to get precision results on a realistic budget. So some of the first things we're going to go over is paper, okay? Basically, information you need and information that you should write down, right? You want to write as much down as possible, okay? It's easy to forget stuff, especially if you don't reload very often. But not only that, you don't want to load something that you've already loaded before, right? Doesn't make sense. So first thing I'm going to show you is this notebook that I got here. This, actually, I have no clue where you could get this from. This was a yard sale find for me, but I love this book, and I'll show you why. So as you can see in this book, there's lots of columns for lots of information, which is nice. Okay, this page just happens to be for my Bergara in a 6.5 Creedmoor. You can see here, there's date, temperature, what type of case, like the brass type, primer, what type of primer you're using, what type of bullet you're using, the bullet weight, what type of powder you're using, how much powder you're using. And I changed this one to overall length ogive. I prefer to measure from the ogive, not total bullet length. Exit speed, high velocity, low velocity, average velocity, standard deviation, group size, and the number of shots. And then a little blank space here for any notes that you might have. I'm just going to quickly breeze over. It's just an idea. If you'd like to use it yourself, you can. Just a normal notebook. This is what I do with it, okay? After I shoot, I cut the target out. I fill out all the information. What kind of bullet I was using, what the powder was, what the case was, which rifle, the wind, weather, what yardage. This case here, this is just factory Winchester ammo out of my Bergara at 100 yards. It's nothing crazy, but that's what I do for everything. All the targets I shoot, I cut them all out and I place them all in here. Even big targets like this. In this one, basically the whole target's folded up in here from doing the audette method. And if you have any questions on what the audette method is, I will be making a video about that. So another idea for it to use here, something else I do, I just cut out a piece of the target, piece of cardboard, and then I basically laminate it myself, but with packing tape, okay? On the side here, I got 1 through 10 shot numbers. I got bullet, case, powder, primer, and a spot for any extra notes I have. Same thing with the center of the target. I did the same thing here. The reason I do this is because I forget which bullet impacted where, and then when I go back later to look over what powder or what bullet was performing the best, I won't forget because I marked it on here, marked it over here, and I can just use permanent marker or a non-permanent marker. Either way, at the end of the day, you get home, use a little rubbing alcohol or some nail polish, it just wipes right off. Now you need some legit information, okay? Here it is right here. Your reloading manual or reloading book, data book, whatever you want to call it. Open it up. It's got every dang cartridge ever known to man just about in here. All of the bullets that they offer for it too, okay? This is Hornaday's manual, so it lists Hornaday's bullets. However, it does also list different types of powders that you can use, and then the charge weight you can use with them. Red means it's the maximum load, okay? You never ever want to go above the maximum load, and you also want to be very careful when you're approaching that maximum load because your rifle could detonate on you, okay? Another example here, Nosler's book. It's the same thing. Just all Nosler bullets, same data, all kinds of calibers, okay? Almost all bullet manufacturers provide their own manual for you to purchase. Highly suggest getting one for whatever bullets you're using. with this reloading manual, okay, here. Kind of random page here. Boom. What do we got? 416 Remington Magnum, okay? Never really heard of it too much. I know it's a meatball though, okay? So right here, you've got your case dimensions. That's very important, okay? If your case starts to get too long or too big, you need to either discard it or you need to trim it. Otherwise, you can have rifle malfunctions or worse, rifle failure due to it, okay? On this side over here, you've got bullet types and then bullet weight. 400 grain bullets, yeah, that's a meatball. Right there down below here, you've got your powder types, what they recommend or suggest. Here you've got your approximate velocity, muzzle velocity, okay? And what you're going to get per charge weight, okay? Again, the red zone is a maximum load. Always be careful when near that. So another piece of literature that I recommend right here, okay? Propellant profiles. There's a lot of information in here. Different powder manufacturers and also the different powders that manufacturer offers, okay? There's a lot of information in here on the background of the powder, and it also profiles it, hence the name of the book, on how fast or slow that this powder burns, okay? And how fast or slow your powder burns can be a big deal, okay? If you have a slower burning powder, you could get more energy out of your muzzle, but you might lose feet per second, or vice versa. If you have a slower burning powder, you could gain more feet per second because the powder is burning the whole way down the barrel, not just flash right in the beginning, powder's gone, bullet's gone. I'd like to thank everybody for watching my videos. Hopefully I learned you something today. I know I didn't really get into any meat and potatoes on anything. I'm just trying to start right at the beginning, basics, go up from there. Please like, subscribe my page. Make sure you get a chance, you go on Facebook and Instagram. Check out Red Creek Outdoors. Make sure you give us a like and a follow.